Hello, Brave Group. I'm so excited to be here today in our week number 49. Can you believe that? That it's already week 49 in the year. And I have a very, very special guest here today, Mackenzie Grissom, all the way from California. Hello.
Hi.
And so we're going to jump right into it today, and you guys are going to learn about a little bit about Mackenzie and where she's at, and we're going to touch a little bit on this theme as we're finishing out our name Brave of being visualized. So the this week the focus that we have, as you know, each week in your accountability sheets that you guys are filling out every week. You're supposed to be filling them out every week. Um, this week, it has to do with the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So, one of the things that, as you guys are focusing on, you know, uh, what you want to do, it's really easy to say stuff like, hey, I want to be the number one in my field in the United States of America. But do you believe that? And you need to internalize those beliefs and those dreams and realize them. One of the things, and I don't even know if I've talked about this on the video before, probably have, but it's one of the biggest things that was a mind blow to me is that Walt Disney, hopefully I'm right in what I'm saying, but my understanding is that when he had his dream of doing Disneyland or Disney World, the theme park, or no, Disney itself. I'm sorry. With Disney, there was a little thing and it was talking about, hey, Walt Disney, when he was doing Disney, he went bankrupt 7 times. And it's, oh, he went bankrupt 7 times, blah, blah. But put that in your mind. You're sitting there and you have a family and you go bankrupt. How many times when that happens does everyone around you say, quit and do something else? But what if you were brave and you, the group. What if you were brave and you tried it again? Well, okay, great. But then you failed again. Everyone's like, you're crazy. You got to quit. You did it a third time, and a fourth time, and a fifth time, and a sixth time, and a seventh time. One of the things that all the top people that make it seem to have consistent is that they just simply don't quit. So, anyways, that was a little blurb on that. So, here we go. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Mackenzie, so glad to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 25 years old. I am a marketing professional by trade, but I can tell you I wear a ton of different hats. Over the past year, I decided I want to get into real estate. And it's not just because, I think it's attractive and, I want to get investment property and make more money that way. It's more because I like people, I like working with people,
Hmm.
and I like helping other people make their dreams come true. Most people don't have that entrepreneurial mindset. They have that work 9 to 5 for 40 years, then retire kind of a mindset. Their biggest goals is owning a home. So, how can I help them achieve that goal while I've got everything else that I'm doing on the side? So, love it. I'm newly licensed. I do not have a broker yet. I'm hoping to have one probably within the next month, maybe 2 months at most 60 days.
Yeah. And I was excited to have you on because of that. Because, like I said, there's other people we've interviewed, they've had it, and you're at that stage, that scary part where I got my license. Now what?
Exactly. Yeah. No, totally.
Excellent. So Mackenzie, just a real quick run through the accountability sheet. What were your victories last week?
Well, I am just about to finish one of my final semesters for part of my undergrad. And like I said, I'm working towards a doctorate in marketing. So I've got
Yeah.
probably about 4 more years in school. So every time we finish one class, I am that much closer to hitting my ultimate goals.
Oh
Why I
yeah.
work full time, why I manage all of my businesses, while I'm trying to get into real estate more full time. I'm studying things on the weekend with real estate, trying to make sure that I'm up to date with
Hmm.
what's currently happening because I think we all know whatever's on the exam and whatever we test on, we're practicing. That's not what real
Nothing.
estate
Yeah.
is.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
And
so it's really good to be current and to network with professionals that are currently doing this
Yeah.
Those are the experts.
No, absolutely. And of course, with the field that you're going into is
Mhm.
just the core of real estate of marketing.
I agree.
What were your what challenges are you facing?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges I need to find a broker, but I need to find a quality broker. And I'm in a heavily saturated market
Yeah.
where you've got tons of people in real estate, but now you got to find that diamond in the rough. Now you got
Right.
to find one person that is ethical, that treats their agents appropriately and
Hmm.
respectfully, and who has the training behind it to guide you. You know, I'm a baby. This is the baby steps to this industry. I
Yeah.
need someone who's going to coddle me,
Yeah.
protect me, and shove me out the door after I get that knowledge behind me. So
Right. So
it's
that's going to be
finding someone right now who
yeah.
has all the characteristics.
And one of the good things is you're at this road right in December, so they need to be milking them Christmas parties. They should be taking yeah. You shouldn't have to cook a meal for the next several weeks. They should have you hooked up. But yeah, one of the things, and that's something a lot of people face. It's like, or even there are people that there are agents that jump in, they have a company and they're not happy with that company. You know what? Honestly, it's not uncommon for an agent to. I think the average is three companies within like their first year or whatever, and that's just because you kind of do. You have to figure out where you're going to fit,
Mhm.
and they call it drinking the Kool-Aid. When you sit down with a
Yeah.
broker, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna." Here's the world, and then it's like, okay, it's not really what you said. But I think one of the things that's important that you're looking for there would be you would probably with the type of broker you describe would be the broker with low turnover. So
Okay.
if you have a company that you look at them and they have like 1,000 agents and their turnover is like 500 agents a year, well, that's a really
Mhm.
high turnover. Well, maybe there's a company like you say, the Diamond in the Rough. The Diamond in the Rough has a little plug for me, but the Diamond in the Rough has like 10 agents, but they have very, very low turnover. So
Mhm.
one way to help you get that information is to apply a turnover percentage to the broker, and you could even just ask them that question: "What's your turnover percentage?"
Okay.
And so that'll help you know. So you may reach out to a company. What's your turnover percentage? Like, well, I don't know. We only have 20 agents, but they've been with us forever. I don't think anybody's like. Well, then that as far as you getting that element, that might be that. The
Right.
downside of some of those offices, they can be cliquish, so they
Yeah.
may not have the training. But so yeah, I think it is. I think Mackenzie, I think you have a big thing ahead of you of just interviewing those companies and milking those Christmas parties and seeing where you fit. What personal goals do you have for this week?
Personal goals. Well, we are coming towards the end of the year,
Hmm.
and in my outside businesses, this is crunch time. This is major sales are coming in. And so I have a personal goal of doing within the next 6 days, 1,500 in retail volume. So
Yeah.
for most people outside of the industry that I'm in, people would think, oh, that's like, that's nothing.
Hmm.
But for direct sales or for, my small business, I have an Amazon resale business as well. That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
actually a
No, it's good.
really decent profit. So that's kind of
Don't
my
don't let these agents fool you. There's a lot of agents that don't pull that in a week.
they're
don't,
working
don't
great.
yeah, don't let them trick you with that stuff. What are your business goals? It's maybe a little bit kind of the same thing. What are your business goals this week?
Business goals are to continue to network each and every day on social media. So, enhance my social media presence. I need to add 20 different people to my Facebook account per day
Hmm.
and reach out to them and learn something new about them, maybe get their background, see things that maybe interest them, and then eventually I'll tie it back around into how we can benefit each other, whether
Yeah.
that's through I buy something from them, they buy something from me, or maybe we just build a connection. So many people overlook relationships. You
Hmm.
have to build a relationship with anybody in order to make a sale or to gain a long term friend, or even if you're at your coffee shop. build a relationship, get to know someone.
Right.
So that's my goal every single day, is to find someone new and become their friend.
See, it's funny because with your background of what you do,
Mm-hmm.
you already do the elements, the foundational elements of what you need to be a rock star in real estate. You
Yeah.
actually do those. Like the things like you're saying, add 20 people a day. One of the things that that a lot of concept they say is they say like meet three new people a day. Well, look what you're
Okay.
doing. You're meeting like 20 new people a day. But seriously, you could just by meeting like three new people a day, it pretty much puts you around like a 30, anywhere from 30 to 50 a year deal
Okay.
in sales, which is good as a real estate agent. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's and there are agents that's like what they do. Of course, I know you have your marketing mind's probably going. Wait a minute, I know how
A
to
little
do
bit.
this better. Uh, okay, so Mackenzie, what's something that maybe we can help you as a group, um, maybe to help you hit your goals that you may have. What can we do to help you?
Well, I need an accountability partner. I need that person who's going to check in with me at maybe the end of each week to
Hmm.
find out, hey, did you do what you were supposed to do? Have a checklist. Let's go through this checklist. Did you network with 20 people? Did you
Oh,
actually follow up with people that you met last week?
yep.
And then, of course, because I have a goal of getting myself a broker, I need somebody come February 1st who is really hounding me down, going, did you get a broker? Did you at least interview 10 different brokerages in your area?
Yeah.
Pick someone you like. What are the fees? Did you ask this information?
I'm on that one. We'll get you a broker.
Keep me
So,
on my
yeah, I
toes.
got you there. I got you there. That's my cup of tea. Yeah,
Perfect.
good deal. Okay, good. So yeah, and obviously, Mackenzie, one of the ways you can use the group is absolutely you can post on there and be like, "Hey, this is my goals this week. If I don't hit this, let me know, guy. Hit me." And it helps, and you can certainly do that. And anybody, guys, if you're in the group, we have a couple of weeks left. That's what we're here for. Use this. We're all willing to help each other and kind of be
Absolutely.
that that push. So we have a couple of minutes left here, and I was hoping and one of the things I really wanted Mackenzie to come on and talk to you guys was because again because she's at that new phase. Just got my license. I'm there, but the uh, marketing aspect because part of like you guys know the theme this week is visualize. So where you're visualizing what you need to do. Um, a lot of that comes with making plans and creating your goal, which is kind of what we're doing in a way. What Mackenzie's doing, she's visualizing what she needs to do by the end of the year. So I was hoping to hear a little bit. We were going to try to milk you for some marketing ideas here. So go for it. I'll turn it over to you for a couple of minutes here.
Okay. So, your first goal should be branding yourself on social media. And you can do that in a few different ways. So, I want you to first visualize what you want to be. And then I want you to think about who you currently are.
Ooh, I like that.
Um, Once you do that, I really want you to think about, get a piece of paper, start writing this down, figure out exactly what you need to do to get to that person that you visualize. Hey, see, goal sheet.
Yeah.
So it's really important that you have that mindset. And a lot of people, we've been forced into believing by society or our parents or whatever that we have to have that 9 to 5. Being a salesperson, you have to have more of the entrepreneurial side because you are your own accountability person. So the best thing that you can do is to change your social media appearance first if you're looking to actually grow your sales.
Yeah.
Maybe just network with more people. You don't want to be, I have a lot of political opinions. I have a lot of opinions on world events that are currently going on. You won't ever see that crap on my Facebook page. I would love to spam it. I would love to tell the world what I think. But because I have built a strong business and I branded myself as a positive, upbeat person who is savvy in beauty products, who is doing a lot of things with sales. I'm now into real estate. I've got a lot of different groups. I have non-for-profits that I'm creating to help a ton of different animals. If you find my foster page, I can't post about the things that I would want to bullshit about.
Yeah.
So you bullshit about that crap elsewhere. Find your family, find your friend. Don't put that on the internet.
Yeah.
You need to create an image that you want people to attract to.
Hmm.
So they always say network up. Don't network with people that are on your level or that are below you.
Yeah.
Network with people that you want to be. So if you want to be, that top salesperson, you better be the best friend
Of
to
the,
that
yeah.
person.
That
Kiss their
is,
ass, buy them lunch, whatever you have to do, but you want those qualities to rub off on you. So it's, you know, branding is so important. I don't know if people fully understand that, when we're going to buy a product, we don't just buy the product based upon, okay, hey, I need this. Maybe we do, but for the most part, there's a psychological aspect that every consumer goes through before they make that purchase.
hmm
And so while I love the end results, part of consumerism is, just seeing a product and why did somebody want to buy that product? And okay, a lot of people gravitate towards certain colors.
hmm
Um, Millennials, we're really big on orange right now. I'm not sure
I
why.
know this. Hey, if you when you see the overlay, you'll see that the boxes around our videos are orange because of exactly what you just said.
Exactly.
It's true. That's
So,
why. That's why it is. I know you're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'll be quiet.
And not only that, sorry, my phone's ringing. Turn it off. But another thing is it's the fonts. Certain people are attracted to Helvetica or Times New Roman or Curry or whatever.
Hmm.
But I prefer the psychological aspect. I want to know why the mind is choosing to make that purchase. That's attractive to me.
Hmm.
So I don't just go into a grocery store and sit there and go, okay, hey, there's my lettuce or whatever I need to grab. I analyze everything I see. Why did they put that closer to me at the door? If I walk the perimeter, will that have everything that I need for my diet? Which in most cases it is.
Hmm.
But some stores are getting really creative and they're putting chips at the front because it's a form of impulse shopping. So the same thing with real estate. If you sit out there and, sorry, you can see my phone is clearly going off. Um, but if you follow up with your clients and you are finding out their interests and being a better person. Some of these are really like, just thrown out there. I've got a lot that I want
No,
to
no, it's
say.
good. I'm just
Marcus,
being quiet. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
yeah,
it's
great.
it's so amazing because in a way it's like, hey, I just got my broker's license. I'm brand new, and you're just like spewing rock star things out because that's every that all those things are stuff that that what the rock stars have, and just like what you said about it's interesting because that's one of the biggest things with some of the real estate groups I'm a part of are like full of new real estate agents,
Yeah,
and and it happens all the time. They're like, oh, here's what I want to do, and then a whole bunch of new real estate agents are like, yeah, this is good or this is bad. I'm like, and for me, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And I'll say something. I've literally done that before. Part of one of the groups I'm actually a moderator in, I kind of got that because I am the one that came in the group and started going, that's wrong. And they're like, oh, you're so what? And I'm like, no, what are you doing? And you're right. You need to, you pick someone that's where you want to be, get there, and then you pick your next person and you get there. And that,
exactly.
yeah.
Climbing the social ladder. And you can do this in any industry. You don't have to have a doctorate like I'm working towards.
Hmm.
You could just be someone with no education or an associate or a bachelor, something, and still be successful because you're applying these simple
Right.
principles. I think the most important thing that you can do is to make those new friends, build those relationships.
Okay.
And people practice reading and relating. You should be able to see your person as you're having a conversation and finding out if they're interested in talking to you. And if
Yeah.
they're doing that stone wall, you're using vocabulary that they don't understand. Don't go
Hmm.
throwing out words that,
Like realtor speak.
dumb it down. Like, they keep it simple, stupid. That's one of the things that I learned when I was much younger.
Hmm.
Put it in terms that the average person can understand. And then look at their facial expressions. If they're giving you a standoffish behavior, change it up. add some more upbeat or, back off depending on how bad it is.
Hmm.
But you want to build positive relationships. And ultimately, you want to build a memory. You want someone to go, hey, you know what? Yeah, this business card maybe not be the greatest. It's just a standard card, but I liked that person. I liked how fun they
Yeah.
I liked how upbeat they. I'm gonna actually put that in my purse instead of
That
dropping that in the
Yeah,
trash.
that's so powerful about what you say about the business card, because that's one of the things that I teach is that I actually am doing like a webinar on how this is, it sounds crazy, how to hand out a business card. And you just said
Okay.
the exact core thing of it. It's not about here's my card, it's about connecting,
Mhm.
building a relationship. What do you do? Oh, you're a nurse at the local hospital.
Yeah,
Which one? Oh, great. Oh, you work in the pediatrician department. That is great. Do you know Doctor So and So? Oh, that's so great. And then that prompts them to say, "What do you do?" Oh,
exactly.
well,
And not only that,
I'm an agent.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't just give a card. You need to get a card in return.
Oh, that's good.
Just because you're passing something out, you're just spamming people. I mean, some people might look at my Facebook and say, I am vomiting this Power Lips fluid right now. I am. I'm so excited about it. The brand new
Yeah.
colors came out. But that's pushing your product or your service on someone. They might not respond well to that. So give a card, get a card. It's
Yep.
really important. It's always a relationship. Build that positive, cohesive vibe,
Yeah.
make a memory. I want to walk away and have you go, damn, Mackenzie was such an upbeat person. I want to have her on my show again. Like, we'll build that relationship with someone.
Yeah, you're like that. I'm thinking it too. I'm like, man, I could just sit here and have. Well, no, I tell you, I'm so glad that you came on and talked to us. It's amazing. Like in just like 20 minutes here, there's so much.
I
Any of
know.
you guys that watch this video, you need to pause it and write down like every single word that Mackenzie's saying, because and it's all things that that thing alone. I tell you, once you get your broker and you start kicking it off, I know you're going to be a rock star out the gate, because you already know so much that people, it takes them years to get there. So,
Yeah.
anyways, thank you so much, Mackenzie, for coming on. It's absolute. I'm humbled and blessed to hear the things you have to say. You are a rock star.
Well, thank you so much
So,
for having me. I
thank you.
appreciate all of you.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.